Welcome. Today's lesson is about using parallel lines to find angle measures, or we could use angle measures to prove that we have lines that are parallel. The first type of angles that we want to talk about are congruent angles. Here I have parallel lines L and M cut by transversal T. I know they're parallel because that's what I'm given here. I'm told that the measure of this angle is 7x minus 14, and the measure of this angle is 4x plus 19. These two angles are congruent because they are corresponding angles. I could have just as easily used this pair of angles, which are vertical, because they are congruent. I could have also used alternate exterior angles, which are also congruent. There's any number of pairs I could have used to prove for congruent angles. Now, to find the measure of this angle, if they're congruent, that means they're equal. So that means the measure of this angle is equal to the measure of this angle. So angle is equal to angle. Next, I need to determine what x is. After I found out the measure, what x is, I have to substitute back into this equation for this angle to find the measure of the angle. First thing I would do is to move this 4x from the right side to the left. To do that, I do the opposite. This is positive, so I need to subtract 4x's from both sides. Here's my zero pair. Simplify, and I end up with 7x minus 4x is 3x minus 14 is equal to 19. Combine like terms. I need to move the negative 14 to the right. To do that, I do the opposite. So I add 14 to both sides. Here's my zero pair. And I'm left with 3x is equal to 33. Now I have to move the 3. The opposite of multiplication is division, so I divide both sides by 3. And I find out that x is equal to 11. I'm not done yet. Once I found the x, I still have to go back and find the measure of this angle. So I'm going to substitute 11 for x. So I'm going to have 7 times what was x, which is now 11, minus 14. 7 times 11 is 77 minus 14, leaves me with 63 degrees. To check it and make sure it's correct, I substitute into the other one. 4 times 11 is 44, plus 19 gives me 63, which is equal to this. I've just checked and proven that this is the correct answer. The other type of angle that we could use, besides congruent angles, are supplementary angles. Here I have two lines that are parallel, line P and Q cut by transversal R. I'm told that these two angles I'm given these two angles. I know that these two angles are supplementary because they are same side interior angles. I could have used these two. This is same side exterior, but they're supplementary. I could have used this pair. I could have used this pair, or this pair. Those are adjacent, but they are also supplementary. So the pair I chose to use were same side interior. Now, what do I know about these? I know the sum of these two is equal to 180 degrees. So angle 1 plus angle 2 is equal to 180 degrees. Next, combine like terms. 6x plus 3x is 9x plus 9 is equal to 180. Combine like terms still. That means I've got to move this positive 9 to the right. So I subtract 9 from both sides. Here's my zero pair. I'm left with 9x is equal to 171. To move the 9, I do the opposite. Divide both sides by 9. Simplify. I find out that x is equal to 19. Just like before, I'm not yet finished. I need to find the measure of the angle. To find the measure of 3x plus 9, I substitute 19 wherever I see an x. So I would say 3 times 19, that's where the x would be, plus 9. These two multiply together, 57 plus 9 is 66. Now to check and make sure I've got the right answer, I need to find the measure of the other angle. So 6 times x, and x is 19. 6 times 19 is 144. To make sure that they are supplementary, I add these two together. 66 plus 114 is 180 degrees. Therefore, these two angles are supplementary. Please go to Edmodo, find lesson 2.11, and complete the check for understanding.